Welcome everybody to the trial deck of YASUO the Unforgiven overview. So this is a green-purple legend that says pay 2, tap YASUO, move a friendly unit to or from your base. This is a very strong ability as it allows units that aren't active or ready to be able to move defensively or offensively. And some units in this deck benefit from this moving very heavily, and we will get into that shortly. For the recommended locations with the trial deck, there is Windswept Hillock, which is units have ganking, allowing them to move battlefield to battlefield. Targon's Peak, whenever you conquer here, choose 2 runes, ready them at the end of this turn. And Reaver's Row, when you defend here, you may move a friendly unit back to your base. Our partner for this leader is going to be the green YASUO. He is a 6 cost with 2 recycle of green, 6 power. Whenever he attacks, he deals damage equal to his might at an enemy there. So you move him to a space, he declares an attack, he gets to deal 6 damage to something. So say you're on an 8 energy turn, you can use the YASUO to push the other YASUO into a place, giving it like pseudo rush to remove a body, hopefully. We move on to one of the first little guys of the deck. This is a 3 cost Wielder of Water. He may only have 2 power, but when he is attacking or defending alone, he has +2 might, which means he is a 4 power attacker or defender. Very strong early game, and hands down probably one of the best lower drops in the game. We are going to be playing 3 of this and 3 of the YASUO. Next, we will be playing 2 of the Clockwork Keeper. This is a 2-drop 2 might, which as you play it, you may pay a green as an additional cost. If you do, draw a card. Remember, paying that green is going to be recycling either a Calm Rune back to the deck, or you're going to need a Seal of Focus on your battlefield to generate a green. But having a body that is allowing us to draw cards is pretty good. Next, like we said before, this is probably one of the best little cyclers in the deck. And in purple in general right now, it is the 2-drop 2 power Traveling Merchant. When you move him, discard, draw 1, allows you to really unclog your hands and help you get some more card options in hand. Next, we have a good utility card being the Cemetery Attendant. It is a 3-drop 3 might, recycle cost of 1 purple. When you play me, return a unit from your trash to your hand. This is the best dog ever. Whenever you go to fight for an area and say your opponent kills your Wielder Water, kills your Clockwork Keeper, kills your Merchant, and you really want one of these little guys back because you like their effects, the dog is always here to get them back for you. Next, we're going to play 2 of a very strong card. This is going to be Misfortune. She's a 4 cost, 2 purple, 1 purple recycle with 4 might. When you play her, you may play her on an open battlefield, which 1 will conquer you that battlefield, scoring you a point. But 2, she also has friendly units may be played to open battlefields. So now you can play her down on, say, Reaver's Row. And then if you have a couple Clockwork Keepers or Traveling Merchants, you can immediately play them on the other locations to score you points and get you ready for in later turns down the road where points may be harder to acquire. Now, arguably one of the best cards, and the reason why there's 3 of this, is the Kain. This card in the YASUO deck is the MVP. Kain is a 6 cost, 6 might, 1 purple recycle cost, has ganking so it can already move battlefield to battlefield, and if he is moved twice this turn, he does not take damage. So you can literally just throw him into stuff and be like, hey, I don't die, but you're gonna die. And it is very, very strong. Paired with our next unit is going to show the real power of this card, because this card, if you pass the turn, it's active now. You go activate YASUO, move it to a location that's once it captures, and then you go tap it itself. It has ganking, so it can move battlefield. Move to the other battlefield that you're at. Oh, the second time I moved, I don't take damage. So it gets to do a whole lot of stuff that is very strong. Now, the unit that pairs very well with Kane is going to be the Stealthy Pursuer. It is a 4 cost, 4 might, 1 purple recycle cost. When a friendly unit moves from her location, she may move with it. So, if both Stealthy Pursuer and Kane are in your base, and you use your YASUO to move Kane from the base to a location, say Targon's Peak, Kane will move, and then you can move Stealthy Pursuer with him. So that way you have 10 might fighting at the location, and then you can tap Kane and move him from wherever location he's at to another location, and because he moved from a location that Stealthy Pursuer's at, she gets to follow with him as well. So then you move that 10 power to a new location, making this combo very strong. Next, we have a card that we think is very good for defending your little guys. This is a Maddened Marauder, being a 5 cost 4 power, but he has the word tank, means he has to be assigned to combat damage first, which means you need to assign 4 might to him before you can assign might to anybody else on your board, which is just a good thing. And when you play him, you may move a unit from a battlefield to its base. Doesn't have to be your unit, could be your opponent's unit. So your opponent could have a big scary Kane at a place, or like Jinx could have a Jinx, Volibear could have a Volibear, or one of the big dragons, and you could go, nope, I play it, move it back to your base. Now I can tap one of my little guys, move to the peak, and capture the location. He is a very good unit early and late game, and he has great utility being able to move units. Now we're going to get into the reason why Targon's Peak is kind of in this selection of untapping 2 runes. YASUO does have a very good spell package, and one of those first spells is going to be a reactionary spell, being the 1 cost on guard. It is going to give a friendly unit +1 attack, and then an additional +1 might if there's only 1 unit there until end of turn. So cards like Wielder of Water, if he's defending alone, he's a 4 defender, but then with this, he's now a 6 defender, and that is a very big number for a very low cost. Our next reactionary spell is going to be 2 cost Discipline. Give a unit +2 might, but also draws us a card. So it replaces itself in our hand and gives us that 2 might. So how we're looking at this right now is 1 energy per might, which is very strong. If you look at this, it's 1 might for 1 energy, but if it's a person by themselves, it's 2 might for 1 energy, which is very well. And then this one is 2 might, 2 energy, but draws you a card. Next, this is not a signature spell, but we kind of think it is. This is going to be YASUO Last Breath. This is going to be a 3 cost with 2 recycle costs of green or purple runes. This is an action. Ready a friendly unit. It deals damage equal to its might to an enemy at a battlefield. So you can ready the Kane after it's already moved twice, as we did that little combo before where we went use YASUO, move it to a place, tap Kane, move it here. We can go Last Breath, untap the Kane, make it do 6 to somebody at a battlefield, and now that he's readied, we can tap him again and move him to another battlefield to do another fight if we need to. Or we can move him back to base to keep him safe. Really, this being a 3 action, just kind of deal the might of one of your units to an enemy at a battlefield, and it doesn't have to be the battlefield you're at. So say we have Kane and others at Reaver's Row, and there's something going on at Targon's Peak and we want to interrupt it, we can untap somebody over here and do the damage over here. Then we're going to be playing 2 of Rebuke with the 2 costs, 2 purple recycle, return a unit at a battlefield to its owner's hand. Can be yours, can be your opponent's. Very good bounce spell. Next, a newer spell. This is going to be a 2 cost Meditate. It is a reactionary spell that as an additional cost to play this, you may exhaust a friendly unit. And if you do, draw 2. But if you did not exhaust a friendly unit, you're just going to draw 1. So this is just a card to replace itself. But if we have units that we just held a point with, and they're just untapped, aka like a Clockwork Keeper or a Wielder, and they're just sitting there, you can just go, cool, play Meditation, tap it, draw 2, trash 1. Now, the big control part of YASUO, and these cards are very strong, and in the right player's hands, are devastating to other players. we have the 1 drop, 1 recycle cost reactionary spell, Defy. Counter a spell that costs no more than 4 energy and no more than 1 recycle. So, as long as it doesn't cost 2 recycle, so as long as it's not Rebuke, Last Breath, bigger spells, this can hit it. And it doesn't cost more than 4, so as long as it's not like a 5 cost spell or something crazy like that, then it can hit it. So it can hit other rebukes, it can hit other defies, it can hit meditations, it can hit on guards, disciplines, it can hit the spells that we've kind of seen before. This can even hit, if you've watched our Jinx video, it can hit Super Mega Death Rocket, because Super Mega Death Rocket costs 4 and put back of 1. So being able to just play a 1 cost spell to tell your opponent's 4 cost spell to go away, very strong, and now probably one of the strongest cards in the game, if not the strongest card. This is going to be 3 drop Wind Wall with a recycle cost of 2 green reaction. Counter a spell. Does not matter the cost, does not matter the restriction. This is 3 cost, counter a spell. So if you're from Magic and you know counter spell, this is our counter spell. This is, I don't like that spell. No. I don't like you playing Last Breath. No. I don't like you playing Rebuke. No. I don't like you defying to counter my original spell. I will Wind Wall your Defy, and we will just keep it going. Very, very strong card, but it does have this recycle cost of 2, so you want to make sure you have some seals on your board or other things that can generate green energy so you don't lose all your runes doing this spell. And then we are playing the seals because we do have a heavy green focus on going back. We have 2 of our YASUO. We have green or purple with Last Breath. We have green with Defy, green with Wind Wall. We have some purples here, but purples are on the 1 side while our greens are on 2s and higher numbers. So for the trial deck, we have just these seals of focus. When you are playing this deck, you want to focus on being able to move and protect your bodies and make sure you are benefiting from this YASUO ability of being able to move units to or from your base so you can automatically contest points or abuse Kane or our Traveling Merchant, other units that really benefit from moving a lot. Hands down, I think this deck is very strong. I'm very interested to see if we get a purple YASUO in the future to play as our partner instead of just green YASUO, and to see what other boss monsters we may get in green to help this deck get a little stronger. But for now, I think this deck is very well positioned and is one of the best trial decks to try and play. Until next time, we will see what YASUO has in store for us down the road.